part of this journey that we are going through, the discovery of who we truly are, the discovery of our physicality, our physical world, is also to discover that within our physical self, we have more tools to exist here in physicality. We have this equipment that is our physical body, has a lot more senses in a way that the ones that we already know. And as we go through life understanding our physical experiences, going through this inner transformation of removing from ourselves the veils, the chains, and walk that path of liberation of our soul, allowing our soul to express here in physicality. Part of this transformation is understanding what comes with the activation of our soul within ourselves. The more we let our soul be present in physicality, the more present the soul becomes within ourselves, the more we can start connecting with the soul's dimension through the soul. The quiet we keep our minds to listen, the more we are able to listen to. So, the more present we are here in physicality, the more we understand that we are spirit, and with this understanding comes the also discovering of what spirituality is, what the spiritual worlds are. And the easier it becomes for us to bring that information into physicality. We are the only ones here from physicality that can adjust how much we receive from the spiritual realms. How we make those adjustments? By understanding how open we are to receive. We've told you before that a spirit is always ready to send, to give, to be part of who you are. It all depends on you in physicality, how ready and open you are to receive, to make spirit present in your physical experiences. So as you go through this inner transformation of removing layers of who you are not, the more you allow your true self to be expressed, the more light, true light, you share, the more you give, the stronger you make yourself as a container, and then you will able to receive more, and you will be allowing the flow of divinity coming from the spiritual realms into you as you share. But you need to keep this flow going. And as the flow moves through you, you as a container, as a physical body, adjust, become stronger, become a better channel for the divine light of God. You are in a way upgrading yourself to be able to connect in a deeper way. But that upgrading comes from the light flowing through you. It's the own light that creates the improvement on your physical self as it flows through you. When you become an open channel, you receive light that is in you for a moment, upgrading you, and then you are open and you give that light. But as you give, you are emptying yourself, so that way more light needs to come into you. And that new light will create again another upgrade. So it will be a continuous flow and a continuous improvement of you as a vessel of the light. But as the vessel upgrades, you not only become the channel through which the light flows, but also you'll start understanding the light that is coming through you. You will be able to start connecting with it, reading this light, reading this energy, having awareness of what's coming through you. The energy from the divine, the spiritual energy that comes to you, speaks, but not your language, speaks energy, speaks vibration. It's just a matter of you learning to communicate, learning this language, and trusting the connection. Trusting is key here. Trusting yourself. Trusting that it is possible, but also you are so loved. Understanding how much love is coming to you, that you deserve to have this wisdom coming into your life. But for that you have to remove the idea of isolation, of separation. And you have to allow yourself to be a channel. The first step is to unconditionally make yourself open to give. To give a smile, to give light, to give love. And it's important to understand the word unconditionally. Without expecting anything in return from the physical realm. Make the light within you to flow out without expecting anything in return from the physical realm. So that way the current of energy, you make sure that the current of energy is always coming from you, being expressed in the world. Because if you are expecting in return, then you will be charging yourself with energy that is around physicality. And it will affect the flow. The flow has to go out from you, out into the world. Why? Because once you have that flow going out and you are emptying yourself within, Spirit has a space to fill you in with light. And eventually, you will only want divine light coming into you. If you are expected to be filled in from earth energy, then you create a contradiction in the currents of light. If you are giving something and expecting something in return, then you are calling in from earthly light. That's not bad, but it's not ideal. Ideally, what you want is to give and have the flow coming out of you, because the emptier you are within, the more divine light directly from your higher self will be filling you in. What can you do in your life to make that flow going? It's very easy. Give. What do you have to give? It's very easy. Love. And what is giving love? Is navigating through physicality, understanding what you can do to make this place better. What can you do to help someone else? What can you do to make someone else's life better? We're not telling you make someone else's life better. We are telling you what can you do to make someone else's life better. You can always give understanding. You can always give compassion. You can always give a smile. You can always give some of your time to listen. You can always go within and get some great advice and suggest a solution for someone's problems. Sometimes you can do something more physical, help in a more physical way, providing someone with something that that person needs. But if you are in no position to do that right now, you can still give. You can give understanding. You can allow someone else to rest on your shoulders. You can be present for that person in need. You can make yourself available for God to help through you that person, without expecting anything back, not even a thank you. Nothing that will feed your ego. Not even thinking for yourself that you are a good person for what you're doing. Because when you offer yourself, you empty yourself. The moment you are empty, you are creating space and calling for God's light. God's light is always seeking space to come to earth. The moment that you empty yourself, you give God's light a space to come to earth, to come to this dimension. It's how energy works. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to ask for it. When space is created, something has to fill in the space. And God's light is always seeking for space to fill in. But remember this one important rule. Empty yourself without expecting energy from this dimension to return back into you. Empty yourself. So in a way, the people and the situations around you, the situations that are being created around you, the challenges, the stress, in a way is an opportunity for you to give, for you to empty yourself, for you to create room within yourself for more divine light. Go hunting, but go hunting for situations, for people that can make you a giver. Look around. Notice how can you give, how you can empty yourself of love, of light. This is a spiritual principle that we are today sharing with you, because we want you to align with this flow. We want you to understand this flow. And the more open you are, the more space you create within you, the more light can be poured into you. So the more light is coming into this dimension. You become the channel of God's light, bringing light into this dimension. You and everyone that understands this principle. So at a larger scale, imagine Earth with everyone giving, everyone emptying themselves, and God filling us all in with divine light. So we can actually give and give and give more. Imagine how much light will be downloaded into this dimension. That's how God enters our dimension, through us. But for that to happen, we have to make ourselves open. We have to create a space within. And how we create a space within, opening ourselves, opening our hearts. Look within. What would you like to give? Where is your joy? Do you want to dance? That's a way of giving. Because people are going to appreciate you dancing. It will bring joy into their lives. Do you want to sing? You are giving. Because people love music. You can uplift their days when you sing. What is within you that you would like to express? You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You never have to go against your own heart. Find within your heart what you want to give. And when you discover what is in you that you want to give, then be brave to honor your gift and strong to show your gift. And be yourself. Show your light. and give. Give yourself without expecting an end result, without trying to chase and figure the direction where your gifts are going. Just put it out there. Because the meaning of giving is to be open and receive more, but directly from Source. And that's how you flow through life. And that's how life flows through you. And that's how light flows through you into our dimension. That's how we can make our dimension shine bright. Shine bright to illuminate all the upper dimensions. Think about it. Start with baby steps. Give something. And then don't think about it. Don't expect anything in return. Don't even remember what you gave. Don't count the minutes expecting to see a result from your actions. Not even expect the light to fill you in. That is no expectations. No expectations in any way. Trust the principle. Give it a try. See how you feel. At the beginning, you'll have to check your expectations. You'll have to train yourself to make sure you're not expecting in any way. And you'll discover that hidden here and there, you'll have little expectations, but work through them until you find yourself giving with no expectations at all. It's a process, but it can be easily done. You just need to understand and catch yourself and correct yourself when you see or when you feel that you have some kind of expectations. Think about it. Think what is in your heart today that you like to give. Open yourself. Let your light shine. We are sharing with you how creation works. It will be beautiful to see you using these principles to understand how you can grow and expand in love and in light. How you can allow your light to be seen. How you can become more God-like. It's in you. You were made that way. It's in you. As everything in physicality, you'll have to learn to use it the same way you learned to walk, to talk, to do math. Trying, falling, trying again, getting better at it until it's a part of who you are. Until you don't have to think about it anymore because it became your nature. You don't think now how you walk. You don't think now how you talk. You just do it. Eventually, becoming a giver will be something like this. Your nature. We love you. And there is love all around you. Allow the love to flow through you. Think about it.